Hey guys, this is Pete on the beat. Lately I've been asked to start showing you more of the training I do, so today I took the decision to film my chest training, and right now I'm about to show you how to build those shield looking pectorals. So what I'm about to show you in this video, guys, is a perfect example of something I prefer to call reverse method of training or reverse volume training. The main reason of me calling it this specific way is because everything is done in reverse motion. You do things in reverse motion. And what I mean is that I use all the isolation movements before the compound ones, okay? I use all the isolation movements in order to pre-exhaust, pre-fatigue the muscle, and then I use the compound movements in order to potentiate the pump I already have, or to simply take that pump to a whole different level by making the muscle work as a whole. So with all that being said, guys, let's start with the first exercise. So as you can probably see right now on the screen, guys, I started the whole session with some cable crossover fly. A very important thing I want to point out from the very beginning is that this method of training is not about moving heavy weights, okay? It's about throwing as much blood as you possibly can into a specific area. It's all about keeping that constant tension on the muscle. That is the main reason why I do that many sets and that many reps. The more sets with more reps I do, the longer constant tension on the muscle I'm able to maintain, and of course that allows me to throw more blood and oxygen and nutrients into specific area. That is the whole philosophy of that method of training. So as long as for the cable crossover, guys, I did 5 sets, 20 reps each. I do not try to hyperextend at the top of the movement, but I really try to squeeze when the handles are in front of my chest or under my chest. It really depends on the angle I'm using on a particular session. What I also like to do pretty often, that is a killer technique, is to actually alternate between different angles. I like to do the first 10 reps under my chest and the next 10 reps in front of my chest. That is the best way I can describe it, alternating between both of those angles. And the last thing that I want to say, as long as for the cable crossover, guys, is that I believe that is the best way to start a chest training session. The reason for that is because it's not just an isolation movement, but it's also a cable. I truly believe that is the safest way to start a chest training session. The movement will not only help you get the blood going and everything, but will also help you to stretch and prepare your pectorals for the whole session. After finishing with the crossover fly, it's time to move to the second exercise. That is another isolation fly movement, but this time is free weighted. I'm talking about the flat bench Dumbo fly. When doing that exercise, I follow the same principles, guys, with one difference. The difference is that I try to get a lot deeper stretch because I feel a lot more confident when I'm already warmed up and when I already have some decent pump going. So as long as for the sets and the reps, on the Dumbo fly I typically prefer to do around 4 sets, 20 reps each. Actually, I always shoot for 20 reps. 20 reps is something like the magical number. 20 reps, it's nothing special, it's something I found allows me to really maintain longer periods of time under tension. And the other thing that I found is that after the 20th rep, my form starts to suck, and I always pick weights that allow me to work in that rep range. For example, 15 to 20, sometimes even up to 25 reps. So the last thing that I want to cover, as long as for the Dumbo fly, is the angle of the grip I use. I keep my hands in this position during the whole time. And the main reason for that is because I found that is what makes the whole movement a lot more painful, especially at the bottom of the movement. That makes the stretch at the bottom of the movement like 10 times more painful, so I'm able to get high quality pump, and that is the main reason why I do it. So now it's time to move to the third exercise, and that is the first pressing movement. It is a hammer strength chest press. Just in case you wonder, it is stack loaded. It's not plate loaded, but it's stack loaded. I follow the same principle by keeping constant tension on the muscle, around 20 reps, and I did only 3 sets on that one. The main reason why I do only 3 sets on this one is because I mostly see it as a transition from the fly movements to the compound movements. In fact, the hammer strength press is not something that I always do with this exact routine. I often replace it with dips, so if you prefer dips, you can feel free to use dips instead. After finishing with the hammer strength chest press, comes the time for the first compound exercise, and those are flat bench dumbbell presses. After the dumbbell presses, I'm finishing the whole session with some bench press. So the main reason why I use the dumbbell presses before the flat bench press is because I firstly want to make each side work individually, and personally I also believe that the flat bench press, or for example guillotine press, those movements are the ultimate finishers when it comes to chest training. That definitely doesn't mean they are not mass builders or whatever, they are mass builders, but if you use them in this specific algorithm I'm showing you in this video, you're gonna be amazed of the results. You're gonna be able to get like 10 times better results from the same exact exercises with a lot less weight. And that will allow you to not overtax your joints. That is very important. I believe that whole thing with the pre-exhaustion is also the healthier way of training. So as long as for the dumbbell presses, what I do is I try to get that deeper stretch similar to the dumbbell fly, similar to the thing that I do on the dumbbell fly, but as long as for the top of the movement, I really do not try to bring the dumbbells too close to each other. And the main reason for that is because I found that if I bring them too close, for example, if I touch them at the top of the movement, I no longer feel any stimulation or I no longer feel any tension on my chest. So definitely the range of motion is fuller, but I no longer feel any tension on my chest, so I avoid that. On the dumbbell presses I did 5 sets, 15 reps each, and then I finished the whole session with another 5 sets of flat bench press. As long as for the grip on the bench press, I prefer to alternate between regular grip, more of a narrow grip I guess, and the guillotine press, what is called bench press to neck. If you're more of an advanced lifter, I definitely encourage you to give the guillotine press a try. Personally, I believe that is the ultimate finisher and the ultimate mass builder as long as for pectorals, along with the incline dumbbell presses. And right now I'll show you a little bit of flexing and whatnot. This is exactly how I look without tracking any calories. No, I do not have the most shredded abs, but I also do not eat egg whites and oats. I do not drink protein shakes. I do not drink kale shakes. I also don't eat brown rice, so I'm pretty sure you already got the idea. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up for now. I would like to thank you for watching another one of my videos. You can feel free to give this routine a try, especially if you want to improve the overall development of your pectorals, and you can also feel free to let me know if it works for you in the comment section down below. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up for now. Please stay tuned for more, and good luck building those shield looking pectorals. Peace.